Hi guys, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to day 3 of the 25 days of Christmas card challenge. So I probably should have named this the 25 days of Christmas projects challenge because today we're going to be doing something a little bit different and we're going to kick it up from the projects that I've done in the past. And I've done this in the past with my nieces, so we made it quite simple, but today we're going to be using these ornament halves. So these come together in one, and you can actually get 2 ornaments out of one of these ornament sets. And these ones that I got today have the holes in the top of them. I don't love these ones because when we put snow in there, the snow could possibly get stuck in it. But these are the ones from Nicole, and here's the SKU number and the UPC. If you guys want to get them. Michaels has them solid, and then Hero Arts, if you guys got the Hero Arts kit, has them solid as well. So what I love about this is for $1 I can get 2 projects from it. So we are also going to be using the My Favorite Things Dynamics, and this one is called Classic Snow Globe. So I cut these out in a couple different colors, and then what I did was I actually took the ornament and I found a scalloped die that I think this is from Spellbinders, and it's just a little bit larger than the ornament itself. So I don't think we're going to actually glue the ornament together today just because I might put some snow in it and there's going to be Nuvo drops that are going to be wet in there. But I did go through and cut everything out, so I wanted to show you guys the assembly. So this is like white paper that has kind of like a goldish silver sheen to it, and I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera light, but this was in a pack at Michaels, and then I got this from a paper pack from Michaels, and this is just the background. I wanted it to look like snow and the sky, so it has blue. There's a little bit of green at the bottom, which you'll notice the paper goes from blue to green. It was one of the winter packs of paper, and there's I think 2 or 3 of them in there. So I'm going to glue this down. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to take some glue stick and just glue these 2 back pieces together. So the rest of the stuff I cut out from the same white cardstock that I used here. And I'm going to try to line these up as close as possible because since they are scalped, they're supposed to be almost like interlocking ones. So you kind of have the same pattern. I messed up a little bit. So you can kind of do it so it looks like it has a border on the edges and it was meant to be used together because they kind of are. So I know that's a little off, but I'm not going to redo it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So I cut out the hat and the back of the snowman in black, and we're going to use some Nuvo black drops. These are the ebony black drops to make his eyes and things stand up because these holes are really tiny and you can't really see them. So that's the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my glue pen and we're going to glue the snowman together. So don't put the glue on the back of it because the eyes and the holes are actually, you can get glue through the holes. So you're just going to put the one piece on top of the other, real simple gluing together, and then we are going to put his scarf on. So there are 2 pieces to the scarf, and I don't think that I'm going to use the back piece because it's just if you want to do the scarf 2 different colors. You can also use those as stick arms for the snowman. You can cut him in half and use them as stick arms. So I just put glue on the top of it. I didn't actually put it on the bottom of the piece that hangs down. So let's see. I do have reverse tweezers over here, and this is going to be the nose piece. I'm terrible with tweezers. I don't know why. So the carrot nose is going to go opposite of the way I usually put them on, but that's fine. Just going to put it down and then possibly move it into place. Hopefully that looks okay. So now it's all white on the white paper on white paper. So we're going to put these together, but we're going to use some Nuvo drops to make things stand out. So what I want to try to figure out how to put the snow on so that you don't really see the blue at the bottom, but we're going to have a lot to cut off. So I think what I want to do is this. And I probably should have done this part first because I want to cut some of this off so you can still see the scallop behind it. Probably should put these on before. But we'll worry about that in 1 minute because it should be easy to snip off. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little bit of glue down here. Just trying to make this cover it. So, I probably really should have done that. See if I can peel this up a little bit and then just go around the background. And that was easy enough to do because this glue is repositionable. And it's probably going to be a little rough, but that's okay. Because it's a scallop, it's not exactly going to be even. But it's all right. It doesn't look the best, but it's okay. Again, it's just an ornament. It's not really that big of a deal. So we will just put the snow as close to the bottom as we can. And then we can always add another piece in over here to make it layered. So, surgery on the ornament. So this is just kind of going to be the background, and hopefully when we go over it with, that actually looks kind of bad. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how this looks when it's all put together. Actually, I don't like this at all. So we're going to take this off and we're going to try to find, it looked better with the snow pieces before this. Maybe we can do something. Or let's just take this off. And we can't. Okay, so I was able to do some minor snow surgery, and we're actually going to be covering it with some of the Nouveau drops. So it's not gonna, it'll look better once we do this. Okay, so now I have put the snow together, which we will cover that up, and then we will put the snowman on. So the snowman, it's white on white snow, and you're not really gonna be able to see it. So we're gonna do a couple things to help it stand out. First thing we'll do is glue the snowman down to the centerpiece. And there we go. Just kind of want him, I don't know if I want him sitting on top of the snow. He looks like he's kind of lost there. So let's pick him up. You can pop dot him up. If you do that though, you have to make sure that if you put snow in there, like the real snowballs in there, you want to make sure that you use some kind of powder to get the stick off of the pop dots on the side so the snow doesn't get stuck under the snowman. But, so there it is right now. That's what he looks like. And then let's put his little hat on top of him. And I used some thick black cardstock for this. This one is the thicker weight just because it's what I had over by the by my cutting machine. So let's get him to stick. Oops. Get his hat to stick. Since the paper is so thick, it'll take a second for it to bond with the other paper. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to take the black Nouveau drops. And what you always want to do, I did not do this last time, before you check things out, is you want to make sure that there's no air bubbles in it and that it comes out in a nice little dot, so it doesn't squirt all over your project. So make sure that you do use like a light hand with it and put the dots in there, and then do the same. I could do different colors for the buttons, but right now I only have the black here, so we're just going to go with the black. You can hear there's a little bit of air in there. So now what I want to do is gently from the back is kind of tap it so that the air bubbles come out of it and it forms a nice round circle so that when it dries, it'll look good. So now we're gonna do the same thing with the nose. I just used these for another project. So this should be okay. So we're gonna kind of spread this out into a little triangle, get his nose all done. There we go, there's his nose. And then we are going to be using, so that was the Crystal Drops Gloss in Sugared Almond, and the black was the Crystal Drops Gloss in Ebony Black, and those were both crystal drops. This white one is also Crystal Drops, but we're not going to use that right now. We are going to be using the Nuvo Glitter Drops in Blue Lagoon. So I'm going to give him a blue scarf. And again, I seem to be using a lot of blue. Obviously, like in these projects, I've used blue in pretty much everything. So this project is basically just using die cuts and Nuvo glitter and jewel drops to create the project. Because I like the way that it gives dimension, and this will just give a little bit of glitter, going over some of the pieces that are just a little bit finer. And I love doing this because this is a project that kids can do. You can do a very basic one and just put the snowman together. So this isn't really going to matter because these are white. So we're going to make it look like snow along the edges, like where the snow would be, like where it would be the most prominent. Go under the snowman. And put some snow down at the bottom. So this is just kind of like giving it a little bit of extra snow. You can fill the whole entire thing in. You can outline it. Just make it look rough like snow. Just going back in. And I think that I might want to fill in some of the spots. So the nice part about this is you can lay it on thick or thin. So you can make kind of like snowbanks and make pieces look like they have more snow, less snow. This looks like icing. So this is what the project looks like so far. And then if you wanted to, I want to make sure that I don't get any of the drops on it, but you can put the top over it. And then what I'm going to do, so I'll take pictures at the end and show you guys. I think I'm going to put snowballs in there, which I'll show you the product. It's just, I got it from the dollar store, but they also have it at Hobby Lobby because I also got a second thing at Hobby Lobby. So the Nuvo drops have dried, so this is what it looks like, and it's got like puffy white snow on it, and you can see all of the different colors, and it was really just using 2 colors of cardstock. So I'm going to take the ornament and use some glossy accents to glue it all together. These glossy accents are really old, and it doesn't look like anything's coming out. I've been trying to there we go. I've got some coming out. And just put it around the edges. I would use a very strong liquid glue for this. I wouldn't use like glue dots or anything like that. I would use a liquid. And then we are going to put this on, hopefully in the right spot. It over so everything is concealed in there. And there you go. You have your little ornament, and you can put a little hanger on it, and isn't that cute? So you can shake them. It's really not going to come out the sides. This one is actually, I think, is stuck in some glue, but so that one will probably be stuck up there permanently. So I wouldn't shake them around too much until your glue is dry, or else you'll do that and get 2 of them that are stuck, or 3 of them now that are stuck. Actually, a couple of them are stuck in glue, but you might be able to shake them off later on. But this is the project, so hopefully you liked day 3, and I will see you guys again soon for day 4. Bye!